Hi everybody, in this morning video from Liver Live, I will bring the latest Liverpool update. We'll start with Reds could miss 2 targets. Journalist Alfredo Pedala reports that Juventus are getting closer to signing Tune Koopmeiners from Atalanta. It's a transfer that's been rumoured for some time, with no mystery about Juve's interest in the Dutchman. Liverpool, though, have been strongly linked with Koopmeiners, too. In fact, some reports suggested the Reds were in pole position as they had more to spend on the midfielder. Juventus do have a way around that. However, they're willing to include a player in the deal, and the one they're reportedly going with is Dean Huijsen. It's a particularly notable one because Liverpool have also been linked with Huijsen. The defender is one of the most highly rated in Europe right now after a fantastic second half of the season with AS Roma. He was only on loan at Roma, though. Huijsen is a Juventus player, but possibly not for long. Atalanta appear willing to accept him in part exchange, to little surprise, and in doing so, Liverpool are set to lose out on 2 transfer targets in one go. Barcelona set to hold talks with Luis Diaz. According to a report by Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, Luis Diaz is the subject of interest from Barcelona. The Catalan giants view the 27-year-old attacker as a top target for the summer transfer window, and they will soon approach the entourage of the Liverpool mainstay to discuss a possible move. Luis Diaz has been a mainstay in the final third for Liverpool since arriving from FC Porto in January 2022. The Colombian international did not take long to establish a foothold in the offensive department, even playing ahead of Sadio Mane on many occasions. While the 27-year-old has blown hot and cold in the last 12 months, he remains a critical member of the first-team squad at Anfield. However, Diaz will realise that a tally of 13 goals and 5 assists in 51 appearances for Liverpool across all competitions in the 2023-24 season does not do justice to his potential despite the off-field distractions. Nevertheless, Luis Diaz's stock in the market remains high, with Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain reportedly vying for his signature heading into the summer transfer window. And the latest update has revealed that the Catalan giants want to hold talks with the Liverpool attacker's entourage over a possible move. Arne Slot confirms talks with super-ambitious defender. Slot revealed he has already held talks with several members of the dressing room, one being captain Virgil van Dijk. I've reached out to a few of them, all of them after Jurgen left, because I thought that was really important to be fair to Jurgen and be fair to the players, added Slot. Because they had to end the season, and I don't think I would be really happy if my successor would have called players before I left the club. Then I think it's normal to start with the captain, which is Virgil, which is an easy one for me because we could speak Dutch, and from there on I called a few others, but not many of them because most of them are in preparation, or at this moment playing, at the Euros, and some others are in preparation at the Copa America. So I think the best way is to keep a certain distance but also be interested in them as well, and hoping that most of them, especially the Dutch, will still be as long as possible away so they will reach the final. Then afterwards I will get to meet them, and I think that's a better way of getting to know each other than by phone or Zoom meetings. Van Dijk was appointed Liverpool captain last summer after the departure of Jordan Henderson and lifted the Carabao Cup in March. The centre-back is running into the final year of his contract along with Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Reds been handed Lainery Euro boost. Liverpool needs a new centre-back above any other position that it could possibly strengthen in the transfer market this summer. And now, it might have been handed a boost in its pursuit of Lille defender Lainery Euro. According to the Spanish outlet AS, Real Madrid is reluctant to meet the $54 million asking price for the 18-year-old. Los Blancos will only pay a maximum of $43 million for the wonder kid, whose contract with the League One side expires next summer. Given that he could potentially be snapped up for free in 2025 as things stand, Real Madrid is not keen to spend huge money right now after splashing out on Kylian Mbappé. It is also chasing Bayern Munich star Alphonso Davies, though the Canadian is another who it could pick up for free if it waits for another season. Could that supposed decision from Real Madrid allow Liverpool back into the race for Euro? Perhaps. But Euro, it was claimed by the Daily Express earlier this week, only wanted a move to La Liga and that he had decided against a switch to the Premier League. Liverpool would need to be convinced that Euro was happy enough to make the move to Anfield and give him a strong pitch as to why he should come to Merseyside instead. The Frenchman will want a route to minutes, and that could come sooner with the Reds after they lost Joel Matip at the end of his contract. Euro, despite being so young, played more than 3,500 minutes for Lille last season in all competitions, amassing a total of 44 appearances. At Liverpool, He could become a rotation option alongside Ibrahima Konate and Jarell Quansah, battling to become the regular partner for Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool in talks with Feyenoord defender. Mundo Deportivo reports that Liverpool and Slovakian defender David Hanko are in talks this summer. The Slovak played a crucial role under Arne Slot during his time in the Netherlands. Since joining Slot's Feyenoord back in 2022, the 26-year-old has been a pillar of the defence. There are rumours circulating that the current Feyenoord defender is open to getting back together with his previous boss this summer. It has been reported that the Reds have already inquired about the fee that the Dutch side would demand for his services, and it is believed to be in the region of £29.5 million. But it's also thought that Spanish heavyweights, Atletico Madrid, and recently promoted Leicester City are vying for the central defender's services, as supported by former Netherlands defender Tim de Cler, who stated, "I think he can easily handle a club just below the top 6 in Europe. Then I'm talking about a club like Atletico Madrid or Liverpool. He can certainly handle that." He did recently play in Slovakia's opening Euro 2024 match against Belgium, where he excelled with a strong performance that helped his side win and keep a clean sheet. If history were to repeat itself, Slovakian central defenders who went on to play for the Reds and excelled, then it is certainly an exciting prospect. I am sure many Reds will remember the unforgettable Martin Skrtel, who was a fantastic defender for Liverpool and forged a wonderful bond with the great Dane Daniel Adjer. One of the primary principles of the new head coach's philosophy is stated to play out of the back with poise and patience. This is believed to be one of the key components to Hanko's game, given the persistent speculations that the Reds are focusing on signing a new central defender. Hanko may be the piece of the jigsaw that Liverpool's new boss is searching for. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support Live Alive.